Hello everyone, in this part of video tutorial we'll be seeing how to perform insert, update and delete queries through Python to MySQL. Insert, update and delete commands can be executed like we have executed the select queries in part 2 of the video. They can be executed by cursor.execute method. But with insert, update and delete, we must also commit our query after executing the execute statement by writing the connection object dot commit. If we don't do this, the changes is not reflected to the database. So we need to write commit in order to reflect the change in the database physically. So let's see how to use insert query. So in the query string, we need to write insert into emp, the column names, values, and we are using the format option. So we'll be using curly braces. The employee name and department name is in string format. That's why they are enclosed within single quotes, dot format, and the value I have passed here. And then we will execute and commit. The update query also works like this, except the update emp set name syntax, and we will leave the curly braces here as the space and the value will be passed here. Similarly, delete query is also used like this. Now let's see how to do all these insert, update and delete practically. The very first thing, we need to open the MySQL and see that on which table we are going to work upon. So if I am going to work on employee, for the insert I should know the data types of the columns. So I can just write DESC employee and just know the data type. So we know int, EID, name, varchar, grade, department, salary. Okay. Now we will just open our Python ideally, new file, and then we will try to write the program. So the very first line was import MySQL dot connector as MP. Then the next line is mycon equals to mp dot connect bracket host equals to single quotes localhost user equals to root within single quotes password equals to root. Here I would like to remind you have to write the username and password of your MySQL. So mine, it is root, so I am writing the username as root and password as root, comma database. So we know we want to work upon class 12, so we'll be working on that database. Close, enter. Now we will create a cursor instance. So my cursor equals to mycon dot cursor function, and then now for knowing what all values are there, like I opened my MySQL right now and I could see, I can also see it from here. So the very first thing, query string, I can just write DESC employee. From the Python I can just write this, and then I will execute this by writing my cursor dot execute, and then I will execute this query. Now once I have got this, so rest will be equal to the my cursor dot fetch all and then print res. Okay, so let's save it first. Save. Actually we are doing insert, so we'll be writing insert, and now we will run the module to know what is the data type. So we have known the data type. So we have int, and EID is int, name is varchar, grade, department, and salary. So from here also we can view what is the description. Now to insert a value we need to have the employee first. So what we can do is we'll just copy this and we will paste onto our program downward somewhere, so that we can just take a reference and will not have problem. Now before this we'll be taking the input for the insert, because we want it through parameterized query. So first is EID equals to, so it is int type, so we'll be writing int input, enter the employee ID, and then okay. Now the next one what you need to do is the name. So again the same thing, we'll just copy and we'll change some of the other things. Okay, so the second one is your name, and we have to remove int from the name as we don't require the conversion. So enter the employee and then name. Okay, and the next one is your grade, so let it be GR. Again int can be removed from here. And then it is department, again dep equals to int. Okay, and the last one is your salary, so it is the int form, so we have it for, so we'll just change okay. So I think now we have done with the input value. So we are taking all those 5 columns as input first, and we have this in variable. So what we can do is we can just write this all variable in, or we'll make a tuple called in, and we'll be feeding all this value, so that at once we'll be comma name comma gr comma dep comma sal. So all the 5 values I have stored in. Now here I'll be writing the insert command. So insert into employee values, and then I can use those %s. So %s for one, then again how many %s? 5% to be used. Okay, and then close, and that's all, right? And here while execution I have to write int. Now we don't want to print the values, so after this I can just print that role inserted or something like that. Okay, and then we have to write commit. So let's not write commit and then see what happens. We'll just do my con dot close. Okay, so we're not writing commit at this point of time, so we'll just save this and we will run the module. It will ask for the employee ID, so I'll be entering 111 Rajbir. Employee grade, let it be C. Department is HR, and then salary is, let it be 50,000. Okay, and enter. Row inserted, value comes. But here if in MySQL I will print, so before the employee table was this, now I'm again doing it and it is same. so the changes are not reflected here. But if I want the change to be reflected, I need to write mycon dot commit. Okay, and now again I will save this, run this, and enter the data again so that this may be saved. CHR 50,000, enter. Now row is inserted. Now if I print, you can see Rajbir is inserted. So if we don't write commit and we do everything, we will not get the data in the database. So if you want the database should be updated physically, we need to write commit. So this was insertion into the database through Python. Now let's see how to update the data. So the skeleton is same, we just need to change in the query string. Okay, so if I want to update the data for employee code 111, okay, or any employee code, so I will just write enter the employee ID whose data is to be updated. Okay, and what data I want just salary, so I'll remove all these inputs. Okay, so I'll just want salary to be updated. So here I will just write EID and salary, okay, as in, and here I need to change the query. So you know the query, what do we write? We write update and the table name. So employee set, what we need to set? We need to set salary. So salary, here when you are writing like salary, so you should know the exact column name. You cannot write sal or you cannot write salar. Okay, so the column name was salary. So before doing all this, we need to have a description first of the table and then you can write the query. So update employee set salary. So salary you want to set what is in sal. So you will just write %s where EID equals to %s. So these two values have to be from EID and sal. So we will just write row updated. Okay, commit and close. So we'll just save it as update. Okay, and then run. Now it is asking you whose salary. So let it be for 111. Okay, and I want the salary to be 55,000. Now row updated. Let's see here whether a salary is updated or not. The data is not changed. So let's see what's the error here. Okay, the error is in because here set salary. So salary has to be before EID. This is the mistake. So I need to write the salary. So you need to keep in mind while giving the input, the serializability has to be maintained. Like if salary comes first, so sal is to be given first and then the value of EID. So let's run the module, save, updated 111, let it be 45. Okay, let's increase it, 55,000, enter. Now let's check. So it is updated to 55,000. So update query is done through this manner. Now the last thing what we need to do is delete query. Now only the thing which will change is the query string. Okay, so here if I want to delete, so we'll remove the salary. We don't want here salary, we just want the employee data or ID to be deleted. Okay, and here I will just write EID comma and delete from employee where EID. Okay, so where EID will be given. So row, we can just write employee deleted Okay, let's save this with del and we will run the module. So I want 111 to be deleted. So employee deleted. Let's see whether employee is deleted or not. You can see Rajbir is deleted. That's all for insert, update and delete queries from Python to MySQL. Thanks for watching the video.